Holla if you hear it. It's the only goddess with a message from spirit. What's coming down from the divine spirit guides ancestors now? What's coming down? What's good, Eve, my Virgos? It's your girl AnyaGray, aka the only goddess, aka the Fluffy Barbie, and welcome back to my channel. If you are a high priestess, shout out to the high priestesses. Let me enunciate all of my syllables. Shout out to my high priestesses in charge, and if you disrespect me, I will read your ass. I read my cards. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. Virgo, what is my Virgo collective? Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North and South Node need to know at this time for their greatest and highest good, health, healing, growth, and expansion. Ashe. So your current energy is the Nine of Swords in the reverse, the Ace of Wands in the reverse, the Eight of Cups, sheesh, in the subconscious, the Death card in the reverse, Scorpio energy as your past energy, the Tower as your possibility, Scorpio energy again. Also Mars energy, and we are in Aries season. Aries is ruled by Mars. Page of Wands, and Aries could be significant. So also could be a Taurus, the Hierophant in the reverse. Another one with Scorpio energy. Judgment card, Pluto energy, Pisces energy, the Hangman in the reverse, the Star card in the reverse, Aquarius energy. Okay, Virgo, Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So you got a lot of majors out here. Majority of your spread are majors. You're going through some major changes, Virgo. Like, what is going on, honey? First of all, with this Nine of Swords. Oh, and I randomly found the Ten of Wands because I forgot to put it back in the deck, but that could be significant as well. So what are you carrying? Who are you carrying? Whose energy are you carrying? It's like you could be having a hard time sleeping. You so stuck in your head, Virgo. What's going on? Who are you thinking about? Who are you, or what are you thinking about? What are you carrying right now? You're carrying a lot of regret, a lot of guilt, a lot of pain, a lot of painful memories, possibly Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, somebody that you have a intimate connection with, definitely. Or you could be feeling a creative block at this time. You could also have low libido. Currently heavy on a throat chakra. It could be throat chakra. Let me say that because it came out for a reason. Could be having throat chakra blocks, not knowing how to express yourself creatively. You could be having sacral chakra blocks, not being able to really tap into your creativity at this time because you are overthinking or you're stuck on some real painful shit. And it's really time for you to let it go subconsciously, okay? Not just walk away from it in the physical, but walk away from it emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. Some of us may need to do a yoni steam, possibly go to the doctor, get checked, get on some antibiotics, something about that too. You never know. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But we have the Death card in the reverse. So some could be dealing with a death of the past, a loved one. My condolences if so. Could be the death of a relationship, the death of a connection, but there's some type of ending that happened in the past that you're still carrying, that still has you stumped at this time. The spirit is saying surrender to the changes, surrender to change, even though it's uncomfortable. Change creates new beginnings, and spirit wants you to recognize the new beginning that you don't see in front of you right now. Spirit is saying utilize whatever pain, whatever transitions that you're going through as inspiration for your creativity, for your constancy, for your drive, okay? Aries energy is all about being about that action. Okay, so Spirit is saying it's time to, let go of the bullshit that is blocking you from making those strides that you want to make in life. You have the Page of Wands. So like I said, you could be thinking about starting over or starting something new at this time creatively. You could be thinking about starting over in a new city. You could be starting over as a single man or a single woman. Either way, Spirit is saying don't be afraid to start new. Don't be stuck on the past. Like I said, some of y'all could be dealing with a fire sign who is very self-centered, very childish, and is more focused on being out in these streets than being with you. They're just seeing who they can, who's gonna let them tap that ass. Something about that. Okay, they're trying to tap something. Okay, some of y'all could be dealing with somebody who has a lot of hoes. I probably need to be mindful of what I say because of YouTube, but y'all know, like, I'm hearing Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, I don't know what it is, but that song popped in my head. Don't allow somebody to treat you like an option, okay? Just see that you have many options. Don't allow your dreams to scare you. Don't procrastinate due to fear, okay? Due to lack and scarcity mindsets, okay? You know your standards, or you need to establish new standards, okay? You need to, focus on establishing your own traditions, your own way of life, your own way of thinking, your own, way of connecting with the divine. If religion is something that you have always had an issue with, I don't know, maybe you are a PK, some of y'all, or you grew up in church, your views of spirituality and religion may be changing at this time. So at the end of the day, don't be afraid to connect with who you connect with, or connect how you want to connect, as long as you are connected. Okay, some of you also may be needing to look into some type of counseling, possibly with a spiritual leader, getting a reading, going to counseling in the traditional way through therapy, couples therapy for some of you, or some of you could have tried that and it didn't work, so you just need to get therapy for your damn self. Okay, so we have the Judgment card, and Spirit is saying don't be afraid to trust your judgment call on the situation. Call it like it is. Spirit already calling it like it is. So trust the signs and the synchronicities that you have been receiving from Spirit. Also, Spirit is saying to be afraid to channel that pain into your creativity. Okay, the people want to connect with you. They want to hear what you have to say. More people are going to connect with you than you even realize. We have the Hangman in the reverse. Okay, so Spirit saying don't be afraid to surrender. Don't be afraid to go with the flow and, realize that even though you don't know how things are going to happen, don't be afraid. Ooh, I'm be dropping the card, child. Don't be afraid to make that decision. Don't be afraid to take that leap and trust Spirit. Surrendering is all about trusting, releasing control, and going with the flow, setting your intentions and being patient. Okay, waiting for divine instructions. Okay, praying and meditating daily. Okay, if you are a Christian, getting into your word daily. Whatever your religious connection or spiritual connection, doesn't matter. Spirit is saying it's time to trust it. It's time to trust the Most High, that the higher being that is guiding us is actually always leading us in the perfect and divine path for us. We are the ones that resist. We are the ones that have the power to maneuver throughout our reality, but a lot of the time we run from that. We don't recognize the power in patience. Baby, that's a word. We have the star card in the reverse. Don't be afraid to be a star. Don't be afraid to be the star, to be the light. Even in the darkness, be the light. Okay, still shine your light. Live in your truth. Okay, give compassion to yourself. Give yourself grace. Okay, just like you give grace to the people, other people in the world. Okay, Spirit is saying it's time for you to speak your truth. In whatever way that you express yourself, like I said, channel that pain into power, into creativity. Okay, a lot of people are going to be able to relate to you. I'm telling you. So be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to bear, yourself, and be very upfront and honest and 100. Okay? Trust your intuition and where you are being led, because you are being led in a very abundant direction. Okay? Because listen, major life shifts are happening for you, baby. My spirit is wanting you to really realize how powerful you are. Okay? There's a bug on my phone. It flew away, but still. Following my truth in the reverse. So Spirit is saying, really, you need to follow your truth. Follow your heart. Following my truth. Believing in and following my inner truth helped me to live an authentic and empowered life. So follow your truth. Be true to yourself. And if certain people, places, and things don't resonate with you, remove them. Okay, self-renewal. Okay, as I clean out old energies, I have more space for that which wants to be birthed into my life. So really, Spirit is saying it's time to let go of the past. Declutter your space. Declutter your mind. Detox your body. A yoni steam is definitely encouraged at this time. We have enlightenment power. I am a woman choosing the power of my own consciousness as a vehicle for my growth. And I definitely said certain people are, looking at spirituality in a different lens from the way that they were raised. And that's okay. Okay, a lot of people look at me crazy. And at the end of the day, I know I'm connected to the divine. All right. So I am only guided by the divine, by source, by the Most High, by God, Goddess, whatever you consider the Most High. That is my guide, and that is our guide. So whether you meditate and connect with plants and animals and crystals, whether you go to church, whether you go to mosque, whether you go to do multiple things, it doesn't matter. Okay? It's about you connecting with spirit the best way that you know how. Period. Don't even give other people's opinions a second thought. Surrendering. So I honor the truth in surrender as it opens me to the gifts of divine grace. So surrender to divine grace. Like I said, surrender to just being still and trusting God and allowing God to guide your steps and lead you down the right path. Okay, my Virgos. So if you would like to book a personal with me, my email is in the description box. You can also DM me on Instagram. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that notification bell so you are alerted when I upload, and make sure you drink your water, grow your edges, and mind your business. Period.